What is consciousness? We often assume we're in full control of our thoughts and actions, but Freud's psychodynamic approach challenges this. He proposed that much of our behavior is shaped by unconscious forces we barely even understand. You might describe the mind using an iceberg analogy. The conscious mind is above water, holding our thoughts and perceptions. The preconscious mind contains memories we can access, and the unconscious harbors deep instincts and fears and desires. Freud also introduced 3 mental structures. The id, present from birth, seeks pleasure and acts on impulse. The ego, developing from around age 2, mediates reality and balances desire. And the superego, emerging by age 5, represents morality and societal rules. These forces often clash, leading to inner conflict. Defense mechanisms like repression, denial, and displacement help to protect the ego from distressing thoughts. Freud believed early childhood experiences shape our adult personality, sometimes in ways we don't even realize. One of the most famous case studies is Little Hans, a boy who developed an intense fear of horses. Freud theorized that this fear was actually displaced anxiety about his father during the phallic stage of development. According to Freud, Hans was experiencing the Oedipus complex, a deep unconscious rivalry with his father for his mother's attention. Unable to confront this fear directly, Hans' ego redirected it into horses instead. However, you might argue that there are simpler explanations, such as a past traumatic experience with a horse. This highlights a major issue with Freud's theories. They rely heavily on subjective interpretation rather than scientific evidence. Despite its influence on psychology, literature, and film, Freud's theory has weaknesses. It's difficult to test scientifically, and critics argue it overemphasizes unconscious forces, reducing free will. Nevertheless, his ideas paved the way for modern therapy and remain a cornerstone of psychological thought. So, are we controlled by unconscious desires, or do we have more agency than Freud suggested? What do you think? Are you revising for Psychology A-Level, or are you interested in taking it? Either way, why not check out our online psychology course? In just 20 minutes every evening, you can complete the entire course material in just 2 weeks, giving you a firm foundation for taking an exam or preparing to begin your A-Levels.